Hello, everyone. Welcome to our world. You can see I'm hanging out with somebody today, David Apple, who's been heading up our Mercy Ministry now since 1988. That's a long time. I can't subtract, so you work that out for yourself.
It's the humility.
It's the yeah. Thanks. And we were just chatting there, and we were wondering how to communicate to you the next steps in our mercy ministry, and we thought instead of talking about it, why don't we just take this opportunity to do it together here? So, David, you've been here since 1988, and you have built up mercy ministry considerably over that time.
That's true. I was the first director of Mercy Ministry based on a consultation that Tim Keller did in either 85 or 86. So it's been 31 years. My first day on the job was Jim Boyce's 50th birthday.
Wow.
I was welcomed into the church, given a black armband, and said good luck, but not goodbye. It's been delightful to be a pathfinder here, and with the help of hundreds of other mercy-minded Christians, to develop what is now a full-blown Acts ministry. And even more encouraged now that there's a Mercy Commission, which was started, just a year ago or so?
Do you want to say a bit about the Mercy Commission?
Oh, sure. Someone mentioned to me a little while ago how wonderful it is that the compass points of 10th include now worship, discipleship, fellowship, and missions, and mercy. So there are 4 solid legs on this stool that 10th bases its ministry on, all biblical, all gospel centered, and having a mercy commission, being able to focus on that, and combining all that Acts has been doing with the homeless and nursing home and prison and those who are addicted, and training deacons, and racial healing, now combined with all the international ministry. So there's this incredible scope of focusing on those who perhaps are not welcome in the church normally, or had a distorted image of God because of cultural or ethnic or other religious influences. It's just strengthened the mercy ministry completely. And working now with Enrique Leal to strengthen this over the years, over this past year, been delightful.
That's been a good experience for you, working with Enrique?
I've loved it.
That's great.
I wondered how it would be mentoring someone, and yet he brings a lot of richness from his own ministry background in, and so he's learning from me, I'm learning from him, and we're developing this ministry together.
Now, there's going to be changes to your life that folks perhaps have not heard about yet. Do you want to tell them what's going to be happening?
A surprise. Yeah. In God's providence, I'm retiring at the end of the year. That is to say, I'm retiring from full-time paid ministry. I'll continue to consult with...
Keep going.
I'll continue to consult with 10th and Enrique for 2020 and beyond to make sure there's a continuity for the ministry. And the biggest reason for me working with Enrique is to transition the ministry so that in my absence or my lack of being here full time will encourage the continued growth and continuity of the ministry. We've been working together to strengthen our own relationships. We've been working with individual ministry committees and individual ministry leaders. We are now meeting with the different ministry groups so that they are joint shareholders and co-owners of what this ministry will look like. So there are no surprises. There are no sudden changes. We want more than anything else to continue to work for the glory of God.
So would you say, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but to reassure people that the ministry, or Mercy Ministry really, now that it's a commission, and now that you've trained Enrique to carry the banner, would you feel, I want you to be honest, do you feel it's in a good position that we're able to say to people, this ministry is going to go on and go on hopefully under God from strength to strength?
I have no doubt that the ministry will continue, that the ministry will be strengthened because of the efforts of God's servants here, but more so because of God's promises. I mean, just as he says in Scripture, he who began this good work and you will complete it. That's the same truth for the ministry itself. No one should fear that any of the ministries will stop, that either you or the session or the diaconate or other leaders will say, I'm so glad David is gone because we can get rid of this ministry. It will grow. And it'll grow because God is faithful, because the session is providing this renewed strength and focus.
What are you looking forward most to in retirement? Be careful what you say.
Right now, I'm looking forward to a more flexible time. I'm looking forward to a new season of ministry, whether that's writing more books or continuing with speaking at conferences or training deacons or consulting with churches. I started my Christian life and ministry knowing that I was bought with a price and God owns me. And so I'll continue to serve him and seek after obedience.
Well, we wish you well in that new phase of life, and be praying, will you, for our Mercy Ministry and for Enrique as the weight will descend upon him at the end of the year, and for David that he'll have a happy retirement.
Thank you.